the brilliant Mr. Darren Aronofsky! Hello, London. Well, we're very excited to be here. This all started actually almost 30 years ago when I was 13 years old with a poem. I had a really magical teacher who one day said, everybody take out a piece of paper and pen and write something about peace. And I ended up writing a poem on Noah called The Dove. And it ended up winning a contest at the UN and sort of sent me down the path of storytelling. So to be here 30 years later with this story is beyond a thrill. Many people worked on this film, and it took a long time to bring to the screen, and I just want to introduce a few of them who made major contributions to it. First is my producing partner, who was there from the beginning and believed in it all the way, Mr. Scott Franklin. When I decided to cast Noah's children, I had to find someone who could play the great loyal son, and this incredible new young actor walked in who is one of your own, and I believe is going to be a huge superstar, Mr. Douglas Booth. Not too shabby. And then I had to find a brother, so the bar was high, and I found another great young actor who's also going to be a very big star and is already on his way, Mr. Logan Martin. You know, I didn't know what to expect when I met her, but she blew me away, and in this movie you're going to see a side of her you haven't seen before. She's one of your treasures, and now she belongs to the world as well. Miss Emma Watson. Okay, so we needed someone who could take Russell Crowe's butt on screen. That's a really hard role to fill, and it took a long time, and I was blessed to work with a legend, Mr. Ray Winstone. Like maybe 3 years ago, I made a film called Requiem for a Dream. Some of you may have seen it. 3 years ago, because I can prove it by the beauty of this woman, which hasn't changed. I lost all my hair, but she is still as beautiful as she was then. She's a true master of the craft now, Miss Jennifer. So I was in Venice on the jury at the film festival a few years ago, and I was struggling because I needed a lullaby for the movie that you'll see in a little bit, and I'm not a songwriter. And so I was just happy that I ran into this incredible legend. And I told her my problem, and it turned out that she just loved lullabies. And said, please, can I write it? And I said, oh, absolutely. Ms. Patti Smith. About that poem for a long time because there's been a lot of press have been talking about it. And when we did our New York premiere a few days ago, I actually found Mrs. Freed, my old English teacher, and pulled her out of retirement from Florida, and she read the poem in front of everybody, and it went over pretty well. And Patty heard about it and said, oh, it's not true at all. I said, Patty, please, will you read it for me? And she said, I was thinking to ask, and we connected that way. And so we're going to get a beautiful reading of this really